Hey, it's Queen Karma Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to do a collective message, which means it's not going to resonate with everyone. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And also, roles can be reversed, masculine and feminine. I could be talking about you or a person in your energy. So flip the roles as necessary. When I was pre-shuffling for this reading, I already got some messages, okay? Like a major thing happening in your life. Like this is like a pivotal time in your life where a lot of things are going to be changing. So whatever you've been putting your energy and efforts into is going to be in your favor. You could be an air sign, you could be a Libra, you could be dealing with one, or they could have those traits. But I'm definitely picking up that there's some type of seed that you planted that is going to bring you Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this Queen of Swords person could be someone that is spiritual, because we have the Hierophant, or it could be you, and you want to become more spiritual, but the devil or devil things or toxic things. I don't know why I keep hearing X, like your ex is toxic or something, like keeps pulling you back or trying to keep you in this devil energy. You know, maybe you share addictions or something, or like they just have a way, like they just know how to push your buttons. They know how to bring you to that toxic level. Like even when you're like trying not to argue back or something like that, like they know exactly what button to press for you to lower your energy and like snap back or whatever. But that's what they want. The more you're in that negative energy, the further away you're getting from divine. And when you're on the closer to divine, that's when you get the Wheel of Fortune and these good things start happening. So as long as you are pulled into their energy, they feel like they have more control, and they also uh, feel like you're not going to surpass them. I don't know why I got that, but something about you surpassing them. Surpass. Why didn't I just say pass? So what does that even mean? Surpass them. Because I'm getting something like they're afraid that you're going to like they want, like misery loves company. Uh, they want you to be stuck like they are. They feel they're stuck in whatever situation, and they feel like you should be stuck with them. I don't know what that means, but important message. But you are protected. You could be in a protective mode. You could be super protecting your own energy right now because you know something like is not right, and that people are trying to um like affect your energy, and like people like if people are like having chaos, distractions, or like constantly trying to argue with you, try to bring down your energy and stuff like that. Yeah, it's best just to like keep your distance and try not to feed into that, because that's what they want. They want you to, you know, get angry and lash out, and then they can say it's your fault and all that crazy stuff. Like, believe me, I know. Um, then they'll make you feel like you're going crazy, and yeah, it's all a game. And don't fall for it, because all it does is take you off of your path, and they're just sitting over there fine. That's another thing. We can't always control what happens, okay, or what other people do, but we can control how we react to it. And how we react to it is what directly affects us, because we can react in a bad way. It only affects us, really, in the long run. Um, if we yell back, fight back, and all that, it just takes away from our energy and drains us, and then we can't, like, it takes away from our happiness and all that, when we could be doing what makes us happy and so forth. You know, why waste this time we have here? And believe me, I've been in every situation you could think of. And that one particularly, probably a couple years or so before I said, what am I doing? I'm better than this. Uh, it takes a long time. You get comfortable, or not comfortable, but it just, it gets hard to pull away once you're like in it, and then it gets real complicated. So if someone's in a bad situation and you're like, I don't understand why they're with that person, they do this and that, they they'll get it. They'll get it eventually. Don't judge them for it, and they'll get out when they're ready. And all you can do is let them know you support them and that you're there for them. The more you try to push them to leave the situation or tell them how wrong it is, the more they feel offensive, because they don't want to look that way, that they're like that. And so they'll, anyways, just let them know that you're there for them. And everyone learns on their own time. So say a prayer for them, and if it's yourself, say a prayer for yourself. Say, God, please, please help me have the strength to feel okay to leave. Because a lot of people just don't want to be alone, or they may not have a lot of family and so forth. And that could be the only person that they're close to, or they have to rely on and stuff like that. And, if something is really like toxic and bad for you, the thing is, you know, you can, God will give you the strength to leave, but He's gonna wait for you to have the strength to leave before He rebuilds what was broken. You can do what you can to try to make plan A, B, and C, but if something goes down and it's time to go, it's time to go. Don't wait around till someone gets hurt bad, okay? When God tells you to go, you leave. And when you do, no matter if you don't have nowhere to go or not, you will have somewhere to go by right after. Because trusting in Him, even though not knowing all the answers, because you followed your gut, your instinct told you you need to go. Like, this is it. You stayed all the other times, but this one's different. By you trusting Him and trusting yourself, and you know when it's time to walk away with no one telling you, you will know. Believe me. And when that moment comes, don't worry about where you're gonna go, because God will make sure that you're good. And I promise you that. And we also have the Seven of Wands protection. I can promise you that. Now, if you were the abusive one and then you left and then you're on the street, well, I can't promise you that. But what I'm saying is you're not punished for learning in this world, okay? Because this world is just a school, this dimension. But you will get rewarded when you start following God's plan, which we don't know what the plan is, but when we start going towards it, little good things will start happening. Oh, that reminds me of this country song. Something about a lottery ticket. Oh man. Something about a lottery ticket is like they're, I want to say they're like sad. They broke up, they go get a lottery ticket, and like all these good things just start happening to them. Oh my gosh, what is that song now? All these good things start happening to them because they broke up, and then they realize that, and they're like, man, I'm way better off without you. It's like that. Like, it don't even have to be a breakup or abusive relationship. Like, there must be someone watching that is in those situations, because for some reason that was not my plan to talk about any of that stuff. I just go with, I'm just the messenger. So spirit wanted me to speak about that. But like, it could be anything. It could be like a job that doesn't appreciate you, and you're like trying to find another job and whatever. But once you're like, forget this, I'm tired of being unappreciated, you know, and you know that you deserve better. I mean, you still actively seek for one, but like little, like like I don't know, just little things. Like you can like, you know, you decide, I'm not going to feed into that argument. I'm just going to silence my phone because I'm not going to waste my whole day arguing on the phone or something. Like it could be with anyone, family member, friend, whoever. It's like, no, I'm not going to let it affect my energy. I'm not going to answer the phone. And then, like, you start going about your day, finish running your errands or whatever, and then you randomly go in a parking lot, $5. $5. It's like, oh, like, wow, I'm getting good luck. Like, like spirit will show you little things, like you'll have good luck, and like little, good things will just happen that just makes you smile a little more. It don't have to be real big or like winning the lotto or whatever, but spirit will show you like when good things are happening, and you're smiling more and you're happier. That's the path that God wants you on. What makes you happy is really, at the end of the day, you know what feels good. What do you want to do? you know what's good for you in your life and in your situation. Everyone is different. Everyone's gonna have different needs, and you know but it's like some people like the 9 to 5, a little more like work, go to sleep, kind of steady, a little more boring life, I guess, which nothing's wrong with that. um, but you know that doesn't necessarily hurt you, or it's not necessarily negative. So that's not a bad path either. uh, but the more happier you are, and joyful and enjoying life, the more positive things will start happening to you. What it is we do it to ourselves. Even I do. I say these things, but it's not easy to think positive and always be happy go lucky. It's really not that easy. So it's like forcing your, like, not forcing, but when you start to feel like you're thinking negative, or thinking like negative about yourself or your situation or anything, you have to like purposely be like, no, like stop those thoughts and don't speak it. Uh, they said the devil hears your words, God hears your thoughts. But don't speak it out loud if it's bad, especially because you don't want to put that energy into the universe. And that's like a whole other thing. Uh, I need to break this down in like little mini video like series or something, because yeah, that's if people are interested in it. But if you're just here for the love readings, then holla at your girl. Go to whatever one says. The 18 plus ones are interesting. Those are fun to do. But you can just like look it up on my page. And also I have like a timeless shuffle playlist. So you can just go to the playlist, and when you hit play, they have like a shuffle button. And sometimes I like to just, you know, have something on my mind, what I want, guidance on, or what's bothering me or something like that. And I hit shuffle, and whatever one plays is like your message. So you can shuffle that anytime that you need to receive a message for free. Okay. yeah, so you're getting this Wheel of Fortune with the Queen of Swords. Um, you're protected in this. This is protected. I'm also getting, I was driving in my car earlier today and I heard a song and something triggered the thought of how, if you've ever seen the show Lucifer, I love that show. Lucifer's soulmate, or like, I don't know what they call it in the show, I haven't seen it in a while, but the person that he was meant to be with was an angel, a good angel. And she didn't even know she was an angel. She was a cop detective. And he was, Lucifer was, you know, undercover. Like, no one knew it was Lucifer. And he would kill bad guys in the show. I don't know if you guys seen it, but it's really good. It might still be on Netflix. I'm not sure. But at the end of well, I guess I kind of ruined it. He ends up falling in love, and she's like really good, and he tries to hide his like devil energy. He's Lucifer. He is the devil. So he tries to hide those bad things because she's so like an angel, but she doesn't know she's an angel. She's just a regular woman. But he wants to hide all those parts of himself that he feels like people judge him for. She was actually planned by God to come across him. They were soul mates, and by them being together, it like changed something. I forget. It like changed the world. Uh, I'm gonna have to rewatch that again and refresh my memory, or find like a trailer or something, because there's something about them coming together and it like changes. It's like a shift in the universe because of it. And God had that planned, that he was supposed to be with her, but they had to figure it out on their own. So there's something about that. Maybe maybe you're really different than someone else, and maybe you think that's why it won't work, or it could be different in nationality, or age, or uh, culture, religion, and you think, oh, there's no way this could work, but you really have a strong connection, and that could be a message for you there, that you know the divine is made from dark and light. you know we wouldn't seek for light unless we were in the dark. We wouldn't need light if unless we were in the dark. So it's like one goes with the other. Like they complement complement each other. Yeah, I think that's the right word. It's like you wouldn't have light unless you had dark. Like you wouldn't even know about light unless you realize what was dark. You know what I mean? It's like you don't look for the light unless you're in the dark. I mean, I don't know. I forget that like not everyone thinks like I do. I think really like differently. So to me, it's like common sense, but I gotta try to remember like not everyone thinks like that outside the box like I do. Sometimes I'm like way past the box, like the box is here and I'm like way here, like in an outer circle somewhere. Um, yeah, and that's just me. So, um, if you're more, if you continue to be interested in my circle outside the box energy, please come back and like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and I love y'all. Have a good day. Bye.